Hi, I'm Sharon Smith and I see angels. And I've developed a program so that you can see them too. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about angels and how they appear to me, how it looks to me, and some of the differences. Because someone asked a question on YouTube and said, what is the difference between angels and guardians? And I kind of wasn't sure what the question was because I don't know what guardians are. That's not something I've ever seen, but I'm guessing that this person was asking about guardian angels. Now, angels, at least from my perspective, are an entire separate species. They were not human. They have never been human. They're never going to be human. They are angels. They are something completely separate. And every person has at least one angel with them, and that is their guardian angel. Most of the people, when I look at them, have many angels with them, or at least several. Occasionally, I see someone who only has just one angel with them, and that is always their guardian angel. And you can tell, or I can tell, that it's their guardian angel because of the very close proximity it keeps to that person. So that would be the difference with it. Guardian angels do not serve or work with anyone else. They are specific to that person. Now, there are tons of angels out there, lots and lots of them. And if you are, for instance, wanting to work with angels and you have a particular project, say you're getting ready to do something electrical, you can ask for help from electrical angels, from electrician angels, angels who have expertise in a particular area, or you can just ask for general angelic help. Both those things are effective. You do not have to call anyone by any name, anything like that, but you do have to speak clearly out loud and ask. Don't make them try to read what's in your head because humans are a little messy. We have a lot of things going on in our head at any given moment. So I have asked for help with things like copywriting angels. If I needed to write some copy for something, some promotional thing or an email, I have asked for help. I'm just trying to think. Plumbing angels. You can ask for anything. Just be clear about what you want help with and what you would like them to accomplish. That's always a good thing. And probably the next question is archangels. Like, for instance, Michael is an archangel. And when I see Michael, which is often, he does not necessarily ever, I don't think he ever, I'm just trying to recall, I don't think I've ever appreciated him attached to any person. He is simply kind of an overseer of a lot of things. And he's big, really big. He is anywhere from 12 to 20 feet tall when I'm looking at him. Now, angels may have different appearances, probably to different people. And I had someone make the comment the other day, and it was on one of my Facebook posts, that people are afraid of angels. And that kind of struck me as odd. I had never really considered that people might be afraid of angels, but they are something that we're not accustomed to seeing. Now, angels have been around as long as there have been humans, and they show up in our artwork, in our literature, in our stories, in our movies, in popular culture. Angels are quite literally everywhere. And we are, on certain levels, we're aware of them all the time, whether we really see them or not. So for something to be that pervasive in every culture, pretty much everywhere all over the world, they're there. Just because you haven't seen them yet doesn't mean they're not. But they're not scary, and they don't want you to be afraid of them. That really defeats the purpose, because angels were created to serve us, to serve humans, to help us, and to help us create. And in doing that, to help us to realize and understand who we really are. Because it's a pretty amazing thing. Humans are powerful, eternal beings. Angels are our helpmates. And we frequently ignore that or don't want to look at that. So the way that they look, I've never seen an angel that showed up with looking like a painting with the fluffy feathered wings. They don't look that way to me. A great deal of the time, most of the time, as a matter of fact, they don't have wings at all. That's not the way they look to me. I will usually see them with swirling colors in and around them. They will have a face that does appear reasonably human. They may appear to be male or female a little bit, but they're kind of androgynous looking. And the best I can tell, angels really aren't associated with gender. They just may look slightly more male or slightly more female. Michael is always very clearly male. So archangels are a little different thing. But in general, the angels I see will have beautiful swirling colors. And the colors, for instance, might be beautiful reds with little flecks of gold. And as the angel moves, the colors change and swirl. And it's a marvelous thing to see. And that's without even talking to them. They have a lot to say. Now, when they are, and I'm going to say in a relaxed state and not deliberately showing up, for me, they do look different. They look less human. They look less human. They appear as a beautiful, tall, slender column of light. It's like almost a cylinder. Yeah, it's a cylinder or a column of light. And they can change that at will, but they're very tall. Again, anywhere from maybe 10 to 15 feet. These are tall, and those are usually a single color. Frequently they're a beautiful blue, but they can be almost any color. But that's when they're not actually wanting to interact with me, they look more that way. Just a big cylinder or column. So they look different ways. None of them are frightening. They just look different. And when we're seeing them, a lot of times, as I said, they take a much more human form. They have facial expression that looks more human in nature. And I think they're probably doing that to reassure us that they're not scary. I've never had an angel jump out at me and go, "Wah!" Although they do have a pretty good sense of humor, just in my experience. But they're always gentle and they're unfailingly kind, and they love us more than you can even imagine. So that's just my take on angels today. And I'll be back and talk to you some more about them again soon. See you.